welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our niche series, and we are back in our Lazuli Tribe, where the great love story continues, you guys. And in our Lazuli Tribe, we have multiple factions of different nichelings with all different customs, thoughts, and feelings, and they all handle things a little bit differently. And currently, the beautiful Larima, the daughter of our last queen, is having a little bit of a dilemma when it comes to her crush, Amet, who is named after the other goddess of our tribe, Amethyst, the goddess of our warriors, the strong and powerful stealth fighters that protect the tribe from the grasses. Amet is sitting around protecting the beautiful sunstone back here from possible dangers in the grass, and Larima is not too fond of that because she was supposed to have Amet as her and her family's personal bodyguard, and he protected them when they were younger and they were all just children, and now he's off spending time with another female, and she finds it extremely annoying. And so she's over here picking berries angrily, trying to understand why he's all the way out there spending time with her, and it's completely adorable. And then we have our beautiful little Pearl here spending time pampering her newest child, Sandollar, and picking up berries, living the high life because she has grabbed the reins of power since the Queen Onyx has passed away, and now all of the nichelings follow her kind of out of necessity because we don't really have too many really extremely strong personalities in the tribe outside of Pearl. Pearl's a very bossy nicheling. Even though she is a giver who is supposed to be nurturing, she has a tendency to just kind of do what she wants, and even though she tends to want to pick as many berries as she can, take care of her family, take care of her babies, she still likes to push around a lot of the other nichelings. So currently she is sitting in the nest picking berries, pampering her little Sandollar over here, and kind of pushing around the poor little Iolite who's going to have her newest baby. And Pearl is saying she wants to have another child, and then she wants to make sure that the rest of the island is safe for her babies to roam around and pick food. And everyone is listening to her partially because they don't really have anything else that they can do until our water-bodied creatures come into their own and bring forth the prophecies from the ocean. The goddess Lapis Lazuli, our patron goddess of this tribe of the ocean and adventure, gives our water-bodied nichelings the secrets of life and the secrets of the lineage and who will rule the tribe for how many generations at a time through the waters. And so our water-bodied nichelings work as priestesses and shamans to give that information to the rest of the tribe. Currently, all of our water-bodied nichelings are still really young. They haven't had a chance to pick up their duties because their parents, Shark and Rain, are finally in their final days giving them that information. Shark is on his last day, and he is giving the information to his daughter Mantella, a beautiful little red-brown furred water-bodied nicheling with amazing fishing, who has a great affinity with the ocean, who is going to be helping her brothers find the clues to the next lineage in the oceans and in the tide pools. So these guys have an amazing story going along. We also have a bunch of other characters who are roaming around trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives now that we have a kind of fairly bossy leader, and we're still waiting for the next goddess touched leader to show up. So forward! We're going forward with the story. So let me skip the day and see what type of babies we're going to have over here. We have a lot of things going on. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, and we have two sets of pain. Oh my gosh. Okay, so who's in pain over here? Oh yeah, I forgot. Vaughn here. So Usama and her father Vanku both found this little one in the grasses running around, but he does have the blue eyes of a nicheling touched by the goddess. So they both kind of wanted to make sure that he got home okay, but apparently he got attacked by a bunch of leeches, and I think Usama is going to take a little bit of pity on him and clean him up and get those leeches off of him and kind of push him towards the rest of the tribe. And he just lands in between two of our beautiful traveler females, and I think Miana is going to take a little bit of an interest in him. He's just like such a cutie. Oh my goodness, he has such an interesting pattern. For some reason our traveler nichelings tend to have a lot of tends to have that mask, even though like I think we got it from a long ancestor a long time ago, Topaz, who had that mask, and it just kind of stayed in the tribe for a really long time. Let's see, Usama, do you have any more fish to catch, my dear? I don't think she does, and I think she's just gonna stay in the grasses. Vanku is on his last few days, and I think with his last couple days of life, I think he's going to want to go back to the space where he found his mate, Ripple. I think he's going to want to come back over here to a spot where he spent a lot of time. He spent a lot of time hiding in this grass, and one time he hid in the grass, he heard Ripple crying over here, spending her time alone, and that is how they met. And I think this spot will have a lot of significance for him. So Miana is going to clear this out, pick some berries just because she doesn't have much anything else to do, and then we're going to get Gold to come over here, keep clearing everything out. Uma is over here as well. She is very content just to pick up her nuts. She does not have a lot of designs on doing anything incredibly significant. She like her brother is very content to just pick up her berries, possibly have a family if she needs to, but if not, she's just gonna sit around. Cianala is going to be listening to Stone and think she has the whole run of the tribal area, which I think she's going to definitely take advantage of. She didn't spend a lot of time with her mother since her mother was too invested in her fishing to really pay attention and really have too much to do with childcare, but I think she's going to spend a lot of her time worrying about Israel is going to spend a lot of her time worrying about her fish. She is on her last day. Oh no, that's bad. No, Israel, we didn't get to have any amazing babies with you. That's upsetting. Oh my goodness. So we do have a lot of really beautiful fighters in the tribe. Ahmet, get that bunny. I think he's going to like serve it up to Sunstone, which I think would be really interesting. So Sunstone, there we go. Oh, that would just make Larima so mad. He's like giving away food to her. Oh, and I don't even think they would actually have like babies. They could actually. Ooh, that would be interesting if they had like a little bitty romance. Oh, that would be so funny. It would just make Larima so grouchy. She'll just take it out on this bunny. She'll just take out her anger and her frustration about how the male that she really wanted to like, even though she liked him, but she liked him in that way that you like people as teenagers, where she like poked fun at him for being clumsy and things. But it's all in fun. She really, really liked him, and now he's off spending time with another female. Ugh, you can't deal with males. You just can't. So Sandollar is going to be over here picking up berries for his mother. I think he's just like, he's going to be such a mama's boy because she's spending so much time with him. And Pearl is going to be pushing Iolite out of the way because Pearl really, really wants to spend time picking up her berries and spending time with her babies, and she'll take advantage of, well, she'll take care of Iolite's little baby Masila, which I think we're gonna leave her name. Masila is such a pretty name. She's not completely different from her sister. Her sister being Cianala all the way over here. Ooh, they both have stinky tail. That's actually very interesting. But Masila is going to also have that little bit of a problem. She's probably going to jump around, not really knowing where she fits because she's very different from the rest of our nichelings. I wonder where she's going to actually find her place. Pearl, I don't think she's going to be too stingy about it. A baby's a baby, so she doesn't like other nichelings particularly, but she'll take care of a baby. So I won't put it past her, but she will definitely try and clear out Iolite's nest. She is stingy like that. She doesn't want any other nests around other than hers. Alright, and let's see. Oh no, Shark passed away. Montella, oh, I'm so sorry, dear. Oh goodness, you have to get away. You have to get away from the leeches. So we're gonna send your brothers to come take care of you. So we're gonna have C help you out, and they are gonna come help out by, trying to make sure that you don't get attacked by any more leeches. Leeches are probably going to be a definite problem for these guys, but oh my goodness, look at them. So we have sea and lionfish and mantella, all of these beautiful nichelings. I think they're all going to take one final pilgrimage. I think it's going to be deep down here is where we're going to go, and I think that's where they're going to go. They're going to go to one of the deepest parts of the ocean, close to the tide pools over here, where they first came into the island. And I think being over here in this area will give them the ability to hear what the goddess has to say, and maybe they'll make that pilgrimage, and hopefully they'll be able to see what they need to do for the tribe. And oh, we almost forgot, we have Carnelian up here clearing out grasses. Oh no, we have another leech. No, Mantella. Thankfully, we have our farm of water plants down here, so hopefully she won't take too much damage. And let's see. Even though Carnelian kind of took away his grass, just a tad, I think Flounder we'd be a little bit forgiving and still try and protect him. Because I think we need, whenever we have our travelers out here, like we said, you guys, our travelers tend to just run into the wilderness willy-nilly, and we kind of want to have a protector or a warrior close by to kind of protect them from the possibility of like different different dangers showing up. Because have you seen with Carnelian has a lean body, which has just kind of shown up in our tribe recently. Like, it's not something that was intentional. Like, these things just kind of happen. But our travelers tend to have like really lean bodies or medium bodies, only with those like few ram horns, so maybe they can like hit something and then run. But he only has a lean body and ram horns, which means he only has 1 strength, and we've gone over this a little bit, but that means he's not really good at protecting himself on his own. So we have Flounder over here with strength of 3 with his medium body and his claw to help out a little bit. So let's see what we can do. And oh, poor Israel, she has 1 day left, and I think she's gonna like being here. She found a lot of peace, even though this was a very tumultuous time for her. She was attacked in this area. She also, I think she reclaimed it and was able to find some peace by fishing over here and finding some closure from the actual event. So I think we're going to skip the day, and hopefully we'll be able to help Mantella and kind of send these little ones on a pilgrimage down into the ocean. No, who died? No, that was a new person. Someone else died. Oh no, poor darling. Oh, and look. She left a clown koi. I think in her final moments, she finally swiped at a clown koi and tossed it to Larima so Larima could pick it up. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, Larima. And I think Larima will end up spending a little bit of time with Cianala. I think that'll be like a little bit of her way of providing some information to Cianala about her mother. I don't think Cianala spent enough time with her to kind of get to know her, and I think Larima would kind of give her a few stories about how Israel took care of the tribe when she first came here, and I think Cianala would kind of take that a little bit as like a little bit of comfort. Ooh, look at you, Carnelian, finding some bunnies. There we go. And so Carnelian's just gonna whack at it, try and whack at it again. And I think Flounder's gonna start laughing at him, just because it's just like, why do you take so long to like kill a bunny? And he's just like, I can't help it, gosh darn it. So let's see, over here, these little ones are working their way around the little tiny pond that these guys have. So I think Ahmet's just trying to keep track of everything. He's going to use his nose to see if there's anything else dangerous around here. There are a few other berry bushes, so this would actually be a nice spot for a nest, actually. And we didn't name the baby. Oh, we need to name her little baby Kome. I'm so sorry, little love. Kome, what are we going to name you? She has, let's see, she has that stealth paw. No, that velvet paw. That's what it's called. Velvet paw. She has a runner's leg. She's a cute little one. And she has black eyes, I think. Yeah, she's a cute little simple one. So let me see. We have a huge list of names, you guys, and I always end up having to work really hard to see if I can find which ones I like. And you guys can always send me more niche names. I'm always accepting them. Normally, I end up recording these things in bulk, so if I don't respond directly to what you guys say in the comments in our last episode, it's normally because this is probably I'm probably recording this episode the same time I recorded the last episode. So just bear with me when it comes to like answering your comments, but I do see them. I do pay attention, I promise. So let's check some of these. We're looking for a little bit more of a, let's see. I don't like, let's go with, we have Sandollar is her brother's name. Let's see. And we want to name her something cute. I kind of like Spore. I feel like that's really Sporina. Ooh, I talked myself into it. Sporina, look at her. Oh, she's so cute. I'm actually very happy with that. Sporina. So Sporina is gonna spend a little bit of time with her brother. And Pearl is going to sit here and teach her children and look after little Masila when it comes to taking care of the berry bushes. I think she's going to teach them how to look after them. Even though Pearl is very forceful when it comes to her personality, she does like her craft, which is taking care of berry bushes. And it hasn't rained in a while, and I think that'll definitely bring it to everyone's attention, because rain is something that they all kind of need. Stone is going to start working on these berry bushes. Von Kirvan, I think, is going to come over here and try and kind of ask questions. He's new to the tribe, so everyone doesn't really know what to do with him. Gold just looks at him like he's crazy because she doesn't really want to spend any time with any nichelings that aren't her family. Uma would even, like we said, she's a little bit more tranquil. I think even though she's the youngest giver, I think she has a lot of wiseness about her, and I think she would encourage him to go down to the ocean just to get acquainted with the priests and priestesses of the tribe. So let's see, C and his brother are going to come down here to take care of Mantella. So they're both going to come this way. Mantella's going to come over here so she can get that off of her. And he's going to lick her wounds. She's going to come up out of the water a little bit and kind of tell her brothers what their father told her in his last moments and how they need to go on pilgrimage to the bottom of the ocean. So there we go. Miana is going to start working her way over here. Let's see. Usama, like her grandmother before her, is fierce as ever, and so she is going to be working on those fish. All of our warriors tend to like hunting. They also tend to like staying in the grasses, so her working on fishing is definitely fitting, especially since our Lazuli tribe came from an archipelago, so this place has a lot more abilities to fish and to hunt than our previous islands. And so let's see, we're gonna send Cianala in this way just so that she can kind of explore the rest of the territory. We only have 21 nichelings, and it feels like it's not a lot, but it kind of is. And so let's see, we're going to send Miana out here. She's going to start exploring this area. Of course, as we've noted that no one really listens to Pearl. No one actually stays close to home at any point in time. So we have our boys up here working on these grasses. And then we have Larima over here fuming and trying to give about Amet and Sunstone, while she's trying to give some of the last stories of Israel Sienala's mother over to her so she can have some memories of her. So we're gonna skip the day, and I think we're going to see what happens. I don't think Pearl would want to get rid of her nest at any point in time. So let's skip the day. Rain and Vonku. Oh, Vonku passed away. So I think that's everyone, you guys. I think that's everyone. I think everyone who originally came to the island is gone. This is a completely new generation. I'm pretty sure. Let's check. Oh my goodness, it is. Our original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, everyone is gone. 9, 10. All of our original nichelings have passed away and have left us with all of these beautiful little ones. Oh my goodness. So we have 20 nichelings that are finally descendants of our original Lazuli tribe. And the rain has come, and I think that would make Pearl super happy because now she has a ton of berries to share with her babies. Sporina is gonna start her first time of picking up berries, which would definitely be fun for her. Missila, I think, is going to go this way, and since she has been taught by Pearl, I think she's going to spend a lot of her time picking up berries as well. Sandollar is going to listen to his mother and work on those berries. They want to make sure that they have as much food as possible. Pearl's going to clear out her nesting area. She's always going to want it to be very clean. Gold over here is going to see if she can clear out and explore the rest of this area. Same with Iolite, and I think she's probably going to end up running into Sunstone at some point. And I think Sunstone, I don't know if she's going to want to have any children, but I feel like she's going to start wanting to. And Amit still staying here, smelling everything. Nope, and he just missed those. He is still the very, very clumsy warrior that we saw when he was just little. He was so little. Larima used to laugh at him when he would kind of try and go after moles and not be able to do it correctly, and so they would just kind of dash away from him. And Larima and Gold would kind of laugh at him. I think this would make him, with this happening, I think this would make him remember Larima a little bit, which I think she would appreciate, considering that she likes him a ton. But I think she's going to just sit here and pick berries, be very upset. He might come back over to where she is, partially because he just remembered her a little bit. So we're going to send him this way, which means he's going to end up abandoning Sunstone, which might be a problem. But Sienala is kind of exploring on her own, wanting to get out of the nursery and out of the area with Pearl. So she might end up becoming Sunstone's backup a bit. Let's see. Stone is over here picking up berries. He is very happy about this. He loves his berries. Von Kirvan would be taking Uma's advice and going down to the water, where he would see all of these amazing creatures dashing around trying to catch fish. And let's see. Look at you, Mantella. You are so pretty. And I think she's kind of like the moral center for her brothers, because they seem to kind of go off in every other direction, and she's a little bit more stable. Let's see. Let's have him. Does he have, what's his fishing at? He's at 2. So we're gonna send him over here. And all of them are just going to start working their way down this way while they fish and pick up food. Let's see. Uma is her adorable little self, and she's just going to work on her nuts a little bit. And let's see. Is there any more fish? There you go, Sama. And Miana is going to start clearing this out, which is definitely going to annoy Usama a bit, because she's like, I want to stay in the grasses, because gosh darn it. And I think they're going to spend a little bit of time together over here, kind of exploring on their own. Let's see. Carnelian and his bunny meat Let's see. Let's come this way. I think Carnelian is getting a little bit older. He has 9 days left. Miana has 12 days left. So we're going to have to start pulling some of our travelers together so that they can make sure that they have maybe 1 or 2 babies, just so that we continue to have some pure traveler lines. We have A and E, but I think him and Iolite were a good match. No, who was it? Maybe him and Gold, I think? Carnelian and G and E. I think it was Carnelian and someone. I'm not sure if they were actually a good match or not. It might end up being that we might end up start having to have babies with Van Kiervan, who is G and A. And I think... no, that's G and E. A and E, G and E. Ooh, we're running into some problems. Skirt. G and D. And A and E. Yep, we're running into some problems, guys. We have a lot of similar gene travelers. So we might end up having to mix some of our traveler genes. The gasp. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see. I think that's everyone. Did everyone move? Nope, that is Flounder over here. I think he would try and see. Did he smell anything? No, there's nothing food-wise for him to eat. There are a lot of bunnies over here, so I hope maybe Ahmet might be able to pick them up, or Cianala might be able to pick them up on her way over. We got those moles over here. This area would actually be very nice to set up as another nesting ground. So let's see. And I think there's nothing else over that way. And of course these guys can't smell anything. They might be able to hear something. We don't hear anything. There's nothing dangerous going on, so we're in a good spot. Oop, missed it. So let's skip the day. The rains have ended. There we go. Alright. So what am I thinking? Whoa, we have 2 things of just pashed out koi fish. Larima is definitely getting a feast. That's awesome. Cianala would go over this way. Ahmet would try and get that one. Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. New little one. Whoa, Risla. Risla? She's infertile. No, why would we want you in our tribe? Oh, that's horrible. She's infertile. Why would you tease me like this game? Risla. She is weird. She has nimble fingers and digging paw. Sunstone. Would you invite her into the tribe? Does she look interesting enough? She's actually not going to be like that great of a character in the sense that she's not going to be able to pass down her genes. But I think Sunstone would be very interested in her because she looks very different from any of the other tribe mates that she has. She has lean body, which would probably remind her of her brother. But she also has nimble fingers and digging paw, which none of our creatures have digging paw, which I think will intrigue her. So I think she would do it. Even though she doesn't really look like anyone like of interest to the goddess, I think she would do it and add her in and then kind of send her back towards the family. So let's see. Sunstone would probably send her this way. And considering that Iolite is on her way in, she would just be like, okay, who are you? And why are you over here? And I think Raisla would have to introduce herself. I think that's super cute. Okay. So we've got Sandollar over here picking up some berries for his mother. And Pearl would just be sitting over here pawing at the ground, upset with herself because she really kind of wants to have a few more babies, but she doesn't really know if the tribe has enough food for it. But let's see. Let's move Sandollar over here to spend some time with his aunt Uma, who is working on her nuts, and I think she'll teach him how to work those. Miss Missila is still over here working on berries and learning from Stone. who would be completely ignoring his sister because she is still so gosh darn bossy. Sporina, well, I think would be a very dutiful daughter. I think she would try and help out with the berries as much as she can, but she doesn't have those nimble fingers like all the rest of her family, so she'd probably try and look for Stone to see if he could teach her some things about like managing the berry bushes, pruning them, making sure that they give as much food as they can. Let's see, Usama, Miana, G and E, F and D. So maybe Miana and Flounder could have a few babies. So Usama is going to start using her big nose to see if she can find any food out here, considering that she can't stay by her stream as much anymore. So there are some bunnies out this way. Well, there is a nest, which I think would have Carnelian out here searching around. Flounder would be over here too, but he would just make sure that nothing dangerous out here. But we did see a rogue, so that might pose a problem for some of our beautiful little ones like Miana and Usama. And we have a ton of food out here just laying around, which I think will definitely start, maybe that might end up attracting some possible predators, so they need to start picking that up as soon as possible. So let's see. And Von Kirvan, I don't know about you, little one. I think he's seeking guidance from the goddess. I think he would probably try following them to see what these guys do, and I think he'd be very intrigued when they start like diving into the waters completely. And look at her, she just goes, look at her go, she's amazing. She just went and took out that whole entire Razorina. Oh, that's awesome. And I think they'd actually spend a lot of time down here because it's so nice down here. And there's fish, and there's lots of like little grasses for them to find fish in. I think it's a great place for our water-bodied nichelings to stay. So I think that's everyone. I don't see that rogue male again, and I don't hear anything. So hopefully we'll be safe until the next turn. So let's skip the day. We definitely want to get Miana in contact with some of our other males, because we definitely want to make sure our travelers have a few babies. And then I think Pearl in her final days, let's see, B&D, she I think will be considering herself an old woman and will be like, everyone leave me alone. I will stay here with my berries and all of you can go about your days and leave me be. And I think Gold would just be like, okay, and just leave her alone on her own. Gold is gonna come over this way. Von Kirvan, I think, would find Gold really pretty. So I think, and because she also has those blue eyes, he would find her very interesting. And he would just follow her in the water. And there we go, Raisla will come this way and kind of introduce herself to Pearl. And I don't think Pearl would see her as a threat since she's so tiny, but she does have that really interesting paw that I think Pearl would say, you need to put that to use so you can feed all of the children that we're going to be having and all of the new babies. So Ahmet, I think, is going to start going back here. And he would show up back to Larima, and it'll end up being like a romance for the ages. He has come back for her, and oh, they're so cute together. Oh my goodness. And there's going to be a lot of mixing of factions, which means we're going to have to work on figuring out what these little ones are going to do when they don't know what their roles are going to be. Larima currently kind of functions as an all-around, considering that she is half traveler and half warrior, but she doesn't have any warrior specific like traits. So she has spent most of her life just working on berry bushes and exploring a little bit, but staying close to home, whereas Sunstone over here has been clearing out paths for the tribe. And so we're going to have Iolite jump up here so she can explore the area. And let's see, what else? Someone got a leech. A lot of leeches. Who got a lot of leeches? Oh, our baby's got leeches. So Lionfish is going to come over here and be saved by his sister. Mantella is going to come down here and help his sister out. These guys are going to move this way and commune with the ocean. These three, oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. And they are going to be listening to the ocean to see what the goddess is telling them, what creatures should be the next ones in line to be the rulers of the tribe. And you guys can let me know down in the comments who you think should rule the tribe, considering that currently Pearl is considered the current queen, or so we're saying, and she has kind of taken up that role, but everyone's kind of doing whatever they want. And since we really kind of need a little bit more cohesion, I think everyone will kind of gravitate towards the watered body nichelings once they come back and kind of bring what they believe the goddess wants them to do. So let me know, you guys, what you guys think the next ruler, or who the next ruler should be. Should they be a giver with all their focus on food and taking care of the tribe? Because the givers will try and make sure that the tribe stays very stationary. Whereas our travelers, if we have a traveler ruler, they'll probably tell everyone to pack up and start moving and try and get everyone to start going on their way towards one of the other ports. And considering that we only have this port, which is the jungle port, and this port over here, and then this port over here, we'd have to decide what port they're going to go to next. And we don't really know, considering we might end up having the goddess choose for us then, which might be like a random generator or something. There's only 5 spots here, so I don't know if we'd go there. We might go to this one and see if we can find a different like challenge port maybe. I don't know if they'd want to go to the jungle, but it could be very interesting to see the Lazuli tribe in a jungle biome. Oh, that would just be entertaining. So we're gonna have Stone pick up some more berries, and Missila work on those. Let's see, Miana is over here. Oh, look, she found her way over to him. And I think they'd probably have like a quick baby and just to see what happens. So let's see, Flounder, F and D, Miana, G and E. So these times, or what's going to happen is what the baby kind of showcases as their dominant traits will end up being the traits that they kind of end up having. So if the baby has like purple eyes and a claw, then they'll end up becoming a like warrior. If they have like ram horns and claws, or if they just have 2 runner's legs and they have lean body, it all depends on what the baby's phenotypes are, or what their like traits end up being. So currently the only things that we would be able to actually work on, and I'm kind of pushing this on myself, is to kind of work on cosmetics. And currently I don't think there's anything, or at least health wise, because they're both fine. GE, FD, so everything looks fine. So the only thing I would be able to do, I think maybe, would be get rid of that swimming tail. Like the swimming tail just seems unnecessary. So let me see, is there a medium tail? We can put medium tail in her genetics, and then we can put Flounder. Do you have any other genes in here? It'd be cool if we could find a Barina, and then we would start having our warriors with Barina traits. That would be amazing. Let me see. I kind of like, it would be cool if he had another claw maybe, just so they'd be super strong. And he has been working really hard. So let's put claw in there. And let's see. She is lean body. He is medium body, so it's kind of a toss-up what their baby's gonna have. And the hind legs are fine. Okay, cool. So we're just going to have them mate, and he's going to kind of stand guard, and Carnelian is going to start clearing away this area over here so that they'll be able to start being able to see. Flounder is going to use his nose to make sure nothing is over here that's dangerous. He's probably going to be super surprised to see his sister, who has been working really hard to make sure that that Sunstones or Miana stays safe. So let's see. And then we want to make sure Larima can have a baby. So Larima, you have mediocre fertility there, but he has really good fertility, so we should be fine. He has no pattern. She has stripes in here somewhere, so this should be interesting if the baby has stripes. And she has horns. He does have horns, so it's possible the baby might have horns. Ooh, this is cool. And our blue eyes are actually going away. I've noticed that. Blue eyes seem to be like a recessive trait, kind of, because only our creatures have it as like a back end. So a lot of our givers tend to have it in their inactive, actually, which is really interesting. And then some of our like travelers only have it as their active. They don't have it as their inactive trait. So it's very highly possible that they'll give their babies either violet eyes, which is really cool. So let me see. I think that's everyone. No, we still need to put these guys. There we go. So Larima got her wish. Amit remembered her and then came back, and they ended up having a baby. So I think she's gonna just sit in the nest that her mother stayed in, and I think she's going to be super happy to be able to have a child with the male that she really wanted to have a baby with. So let's see here. Okay, so I think we're gonna close this one out, you guys, because it looks like this one's gotten really, really long. I do apologize for that, but I really do enjoy playing with these guys. So always let me know down in the comments what you guys think our water body nichelings all the way down here communing with the ocean are going to find when they listen to the goddess Lapis Lazuli. Will they hear that the wonderful givers with all their nurturing natures and whatnot are going to be the current rulers of the tribe? Are they going to hear that the travelers who embody the spirit of adventure are going to be the ones to rule the tribe? Will our warriors, the ones who are stealthy and quick and very, very strong, will they rule the tribe? It is completely up to the goddess and up to you guys, so please let me know down in the comments if you guys have ideas for this. If you guys are enjoying this series, please let me know down in the comments as well. I am completely in love with these guys and so many of their stories, and I hope you guys enjoy this series. Please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.